Hiya, internet friends. So this is my talking to your doctor about weight loss surgery video. I hope you enjoy it. It's highly edited because I I rambled on a lot and I said an inordinate amount. And yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it helps you. And yeah. So, like I said, today I want to talk about talking to my doctor about weight loss surgery. And I don't know about anybody else out there, but this was actually a really difficult step for me. If you didn't have this as a difficult step for you, then you're probably wondering, why was this a difficult step? Well, I'll explain. Honestly, I hate being told what to do, so that was a big part of it. I've seen the same doctor for about 10 years. And, oh, that's right. When I met her, I was in a really good place. I was in that time frame where I had lost all that weight from Weight Watchers, and I felt really good about myself. And unfortunately, my doctor, I just started going to see her then, and what for me I considered to be low weight, to be slim, to be so much healthier than I had been for most of my life. I weighed 238 pounds. I'd lost 122 pounds. I'll let you do the math on what the difference, what I actually weighed before I started Weight Watchers. But when I was first starting to see my doctor, I weighed 238. I felt really good. Now, for the record, I'm sitting, so you can't tell this, but I'm 6'1" and a quarter. So being 238 to someone who was like 5'2" seems like ginormous. Oh my God, how could you have possibly thought you were healthy? But I'm 6'2". I've always thought that I was 6'2". I'm actually 6'1" and a quarter or whatever. I'm 6'2". So I like my suggested weight, like on the high end, is like 185. Which to me has always seemed really, really small for someone my size. 185, you'd be like a stick figure. But at 238, I was 53 pounds overweight. I was super happy, and I met my doctor, and the first thing she wanted to do was talk to me about my weight. You need to lose weight. You need to go back on Weight Watchers. I was even on Weight Watchers at the time. You need to think about weight loss surgery. You need to do this. I didn't want to do any of those things at that time. I was happy. I lost the weight my way. I still could eat a lot of the things that I wanted to eat. That was actually around the time that I started eating red meat again. I'd only been eating chicken for God knows like 6 or 7 years out of my life, and I think that was a big part of the reason it was so easy for me to lose the weight with Weight Watchers, because I wasn't eating any red meat whatsoever. Back to what I was saying. And this is about when I was 25. This is when I started seeing my doctor. When I was 25, I felt really good about myself, and I was definitely feeling myself. If like the Nicki Minaj song, I was feeling myself. Anybody could take pictures of me. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of pictures of me from that time period in my life. I even thought that I would go. I actually went for like a modeling interview. Nothing came from it, and they have like the best picture of me from back then ever. But it was something that I really wanted to do, and I wanted to look into, and I didn't feel like I was the biggest person there or anything. Like, I felt good. Because my doctor didn't know my history, like I said, the first thing she said was, you're overweight, you need to lose weight. And, my response to that was to dig in my heels and say, kind of like, fuck you, I don't want to do what you tell me to do. I just lost over 100 pounds, and you're telling me I need to lose more weight? No, I'm healthier than I've ever been in my life. So, that was... I actually, when I was 238, I was super happy. I was prepared to stay at that weight, maintain that weight, be that weight for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. Actually, I probably would have been considered thick back then, which, as we all know nowadays, that's something that we all strive to be, if we're not thin. And, what it comes down to at that time in my life is I was happy. I was wearing a size 14 jeans. I was wearing like extra large shirts as opposed to like a 4X, and I was happy, really, really happy. But of course, all those things didn't really mean anything when my doctor said to me, you need to lose weight, and my stupid rebellious side came out, and I was like, if you think I need to lose weight, I'll show you what I used to look like. And unfortunately, here I am. I actually weigh 35 pounds less than I did when I was at my highest then, but that's no longer my highest, so it's really unfortunate and sad, but you know, it is what it is. You know, everything happens for a reason. Apparently this was my path. So pretty much been gaining weight since then, to be where I am now. Sometimes slowly, sometimes not so slowly. You know, at one point I was almost 400 pounds. That's when I went back. That's when I decided to do Atkins, and I lost 45 pounds, and I never put that weight back on. I've never been that high ever. I was 399.1, and that was last summer. And as I said, that's the highest weight I've ever been at, and I definitely, it scared the crap out of me. I almost hit 400 pounds. Like, no, no, just no. So I went on Atkins, and I kind of like stuck to the Atkins plan for a long time, and like I said, I lost 45 pounds in like 45 days. It was amazing. I was getting like this great shape, but I'm still big. I was still big, but I was happier, because even though I was higher than I'd been in a while, I was a lot lower than that 400 pounds. So, you know, that's really what mattered there. So anyways, I'm gonna move on. I don't want it to sound like I'm blaming my doctor for saying that I needed to lose weight, because I did need to lose weight. I was still 50 pounds overweight, you know. So I don't want anyone to come here and hear this and think that I'm blaming my doctor for my weight, or for me waiting so long to talk to her about it, because I'm not. She's amazing. Like, it took me a while to get to know her and get past some of her quirks, but she's probably the best doctor at my health center, and I'm not the only person who thinks that. It's almost impossible to get a full appointment with her. It's crazy. Anyway, so basically for the past 10 years, I've been afraid to talk to my doctor about it, because I don't want her to like jump on that and like, oh yeah, you gotta get the weight loss surgery, let's do it right now. I mean, at one point I went to an info session. It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, but I knew at the time that I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, and I finally am now. So we're gonna fast forward past all of that stuff, past all the struggles, past that 45 pounds I lost on Atkins, past trying to do more exercise, past finding out that I'm having problems with my knee, past all of the stomach issues that I've been having lately, and go to just actually having the conversation with my doctor about bariatric surgery. So finally, after all of the issues that I've been dealing with and all of the problems that I've had, I decided it was time. My shirt's all wet from my hair, sorry. I decided that it was time to talk to my doctor, and I talked to her, and she said, go to another info session. And you know, it was hard to get to the info session. Every time I had an appointment for one, something seemed to come up, or I wasn't feeling well, or I got out of work late, so I couldn't make it. And finally, I did talk about this in my before video, I finally did find out that there was an online info session that I could participate in. So I did that, and I passed it with flying colors. And from that point, I started working on calling up the hospital to talk to the people about making my appointments and getting my journey started. And now my journey has started. You know, I had my first appointment on the 30th. My surgeon told me I needed to quit smoking cigarettes and to stop using like Aleve as a pain reliever, because it's an NSAID and they can cause hernias, as well as smoking can cause hernias after the fact. And ulcers. That's the other thing. Ulcers. Not hernias, ulcers. Anyway, so I quit smoking that day. I have not had a cigarette since November 29th, and it's now January 3rd. Yeah, January 3rd. Yeah. So I'm really working hard on this. This morning we went out to the grocery store and got a couple of different kinds of protein shakes for trying to see if I like them when the time comes. I got a membership at a gym. I've gone 4 out of the past 5 days, and I didn't go yesterday because I had to work, and it kind of just threw everything off. Yesterday was Saturday, and today is Sunday. So I went today, and I'm starting to feel a lot better about the whole process and where I am in terms of losing the weight before I can have my surgery and building up healthy habits so that afterwards I don't fall back into my same pattern. So that's really all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will be putting out a new video next week. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day or night or whatever it is where you are in the internet world, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, recommend it to your friends, and I will see you next week.